Hello guys, it's World Malaria Day. Globally, malaria causes hundreds of thousands of deaths in a year, with the majority occurring in Africa. Malaria is a disease caused by Plasmodium, transmitted into human through the bite of affected female mosquito. What are the symptoms of this malaria? If you are experiencing any of these symptoms, please try and visit any of the pharmacy or hospital around you. What are those symptoms? Like headache, stomach pain, fatigue, vomiting, temperature, and body weakness. Try and visit any of the pharmacy or hospital around you.
Hi everyone, so we are still on the World Malaria Day today. So here we are going to talk about the preventive measures we need to take in order to stop or reduce coming down with malaria infections. So one of the ways or one of the measures we need to take in order to stop coming down with malaria infection is making use of what we call insecticide treated mosquito nets. So these nets, they are already treated with insecticide, so we use them at night in order to reduce the mosquito bites at night. So this is an example of what I am talking about, making use of treated mosquito nets, insecticide treated mosquito nets. So this is actually one of the best ways to avoid mosquito bites at night, preventing mosquito bites or coming down with malaria infection is making use of mosquito repellent creams or ointments. So we still have example of mosquito repellent here, which is Odmos mosquito repellent cream. So this particular repellent are being sold in pharmacies worldwide. So get one of them and rub at night before you go to bed to avoid mosquito bites a lot. So another way we are talking about is keeping your surroundings clean. Avoid stagnant waters around your environment, around your compound, around your windows, your doors, and your passages. So avoid stagnant waters, because that is where these mosquitoes breed. So that's where they breed and come out at night to attack us. So a lot of customers will always tell you that they don't have mosquitoes around them in their house and in their bedrooms, but yet they keep coming down with malaria illness or malaria infection. How? So this is because they expose themselves at these mosquitoes peak hours. What do I mean by mosquitoes peak hours? These are the times mosquitoes are mostly out to attack, and they are sunrise and sunset, and that is between 5 a.m. and 6 a.m. and 5 p.m. and 6 p.m. So avoid being exposed during these mosquito peak hours, because you might not even know that you're being bitten by mosquitoes most times. So most people doesn't even know that they are being bitten by mosquitoes until they come down with malaria symptoms. So another preventive measures is taking your anti-malaria medications often or once in a while. You don't wait till you come down with malaria infection. So malaria, some of these anti-malaria tablets we're talking about is sulfadozine. At least that one is one of the most common one, sulfadozine. So, and while traveling to any mosquito endemic areas, make sure you consult your health practitioner at least to guide you and give you some anti-malarials to take alongside with you. If you know or you're not sure of this area you're going to, maybe it's a rural area where there's mostly mosquitoes attack, so make sure you consult your health practitioner. Protecting yourself, like clothing yourself very well, mostly at night before you sleep, wearing long trousers or long pants or long sleeves. Protect especially the children. So our parents, our mothers, our fathers, make sure you cover your children very well at night before they sleep, because most times they might not even be aware of these mosquito bites. So, and it's you, the parents, that suffers it most. So make sure you cover children and cover yourself very well at night. Wear long sleeve, long panties, socks, and all that. So, and another measure is educating one another, because we don't know it all. So you might educate your neighbors, your friends, your family, or educate people in the rural area who doesn't know about this mosquito bites and or malaria infection. So you have to educate, we have to educate one another, because no knowledge is a waste. So educate someone today about malaria infection and ways of preventing this malaria, because it's a very, very deadly disease. We the Africans take it common, but it's not really common in other countries. Malaria infection is not really common, so we need to be aware and be guided. Stay safe wherever you are. This information is coming to you from Rudan Pharmacy Limited. Stay safe. We love you and we care. Your health is our concern. Thank you.
Hello guys. Okay, as we prepare for our World Malaria Day, which is coming very soon, I understand that some of us will have be having this notion that people with genotype AA, they are more susceptible to, or they are more prone to malaria infection. So we are going to be explaining how all this happens, okay, the processes involved. What it means is that genotype AA are people with normal hemoglobin, okay, and this means that they inherited the hemoglobin gene A from their parents. Okay, what it means is that they inherited the A from either the father and the other A from the mother, resulting in normal hemoglobin structure in the red blood cells. So resulting in AA in the red blood cells. Okay, and this also means that they do not carry the sickle cell trait. Okay, or they do not have the sickle cell disease. Okay, as compared to the people with genotype AS, as compared to those with AS who carries the sickle cell trait. Now this is the sickle cell trait, okay, and this is the normal hemoglobin gene. Now what it means is that those with genotype AA, they do not have the protective advantage that AS has against malaria infection. So because they do not have the protective advantage as against people, those with genotype AS or SS, they are more prone to having this malaria infection than those with AS or SS. So in simple terms, what it generally means is that those with genotype AA, they do not have the protective advantage as against those with AS or SS in combating or in preventing malaria. Okay, so those with genotype AS or SS, they have a modified form of hemoglobin which provides protection against malaria infection. Now, because AA genotype are more susceptible to malaria infection, that does not mean that they are more resistant or they are resistant to other diseases. In conclusion, individuals with genotype AA and blood group O are more prone or more susceptible to malaria infection, while individuals with blood group A, B, or AB, they have a greater risk of severe malaria infection than other blood groups. Thank you, and have a blessed day.